Hi, good Thursday morning. It's a beautiful morning out. It's sun shining and it's a gorgeous day, and it's warm. It's 78 degrees, which is pretty good and average here for Florida. So we'll see how it goes for today. So let's go ahead and get our main screen up here, and that should be set. I don't know. Did we go out live or not? I think we did. You know what? I was waiting for my stream to come up here, but it didn't show up. So it's spinning.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. It came on. So all right, I guess we're alive. Alive. We're lucky to be alive. Yeah, now. So anyways, we had Alex was on here this morning and says good morning. Wanted to come by and say hi and hope all is doing well. So he's working. So glad to have you stop by, Alex. Appreciate you coming by. I was looking at my monitoring screen, didn't come up. I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on, so, but I guess it's working. Is the chat's working? Yeah, the chat's working. So don't know what's happening there, but long as you guys are seeing me, Sue says it came on. I had to mess around with my microphone this morning. I hope the microphone sounds okay. It was, once in a while things go screwy, but Empath embracing life. Amy's here. I'll be hanging around waiting Bob's arrival. I'm here. I'm here. So hope everybody's good. It says live in 52 minutes on that screen. That is weird. Let me do a change here once real quick and see if that changed it. My screen up there didn't show I was live, but I must be. No, that's not the right one. See, I'm all messed up this morning. Skip ads. Oh, there we are. Now I'm live. Now I can see it. The dogs are hanging out in the dog cam. They're over here to the lower right-hand side. Maggie is looking out the window, which means she'll be ready to bark at any moment. And Lacey is laying down here beside the arm. So they're all ready to go.
Got a coffee ground in my throat.
And Sue's gonna cough for us, so there she goes. She'll make nasty sounds.
I'm gonna put a cough drop in.
Hope y'all have a great day, said Alex. Empath for light. So she's talking to Alex. And it says good morning, Sue. Push Cats is on, moderator, and Bob and Sue. So good to see Push Cats on. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. They said. Yeah, thank you. And the heat wave continues. It's still in the high 90s there, so that's warm. Oh, high 80s here. So okay, we're in the high 90s. So that's a heat wave in the 80s. We're like we were 105 yesterday, but that's like sun time. But it was warm. It felt good. I love it. Yeah. Good morning, all you lucky dogs out there, said Sue. And Patty's on. Good morning, Patty. Patty gave us a thumbs up. She's got her coffee. I've got some spicy V8 juice that I always drink that in the chat. Sound and picture is fine, Bob. Okay, good. I just, once in a while you jump in. I do other things I use OBS to stream with, and sometimes I'll do it on something else. I'll video stuff from it, and I get it all messed up, and my mic wasn't working, so I had to change it around. I don't know what changes. It's a computer, but I fixed it. So top of the morning, everybody. And Patty says, yeah, I hope my connection is better today here in Winter Gardens. So when you're out there on the road, sometimes your connections can be iffy. So hopefully you got a good connection there, Patty. RV Weekends, good morning. Good morning, RV Weekends. Glad to see you guys popping by, saying hi. Who is it? Sherry, that's Sherry.
They're the ones that look down. I think their home base is down by Titusville.
So they're down by Titusville. Cool. Titusville's a nice area. All right. It's cool. Glad to have you come on. Good morning, Sherry. RV Weekends. Good morning, Sue. So glad to see everybody's up and out. I was up. I slept in. It was almost 4:30 that I got up, and gosh, I must have been tired or something. The lucky dogs, especially Lacey, she'll start pawing at me, and she'll just want my attentions because they like it. They are triggered by events. Different events will cause them to, oh, Dad's got, like, I know it's time to eat, it's time to go out, it's time to snack. It's, you know, they love those. There's Rat Fink. Morning, Dogs. Morning, Ron. Ron the Rat Fink. And our weekend says, yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It is. It's really pretty out. The sun's shining nicely there. We had a little bit of an afternoon thunderstorm yesterday. I like those storms because they cool it down. I mean, otherwise, it gets pretty hot, you know. But the storms will cool it down and make it feel better. And so I do like that. So what you been up to, Rat Fink? How are you working away, packing stuff? And oh, I'm sure you're keeping busy. Yeah, I've been playing Farming Simulator with my brother online. They have a multiplayer where someone else has it. We can go in and work on a farm together. So me and my brother Ron, he gets on here now and then. He said he had to go to the grocery store this morning, but we'll get in there and create a farm and plow different lands and create different areas. And we got a beautiful house on there. Oh, you got a ton of rain, did you, Rat? So we got some. It wasn't a lot. 0.23 inches, about a quarter of an inch of rain we got yesterday. So we got some, but not tons of rain. So it's you can always use it. It cools it down, you know. It makes everything green, grass grows and all that. I got a lot of sand in the backyard on it. So, but yeah, me and my brother been having fun. We've been doing that Farmville, and it's pretty amazing the places you can go, things you can do, and just happy as can be. Just sitting right here at home, staying safe, and farming and doing whatever.
You're wearing your farmer shirt this morning.
Well, yeah, I guess the other day when I did a live stream there on our farm thing, that's the shirt I wear. But that one, a lot of it wasn't farming. It was, we had that little motorhome we drove around and went up to a lighthouse and went around, went on the beach. And so, you know, it's a lot more than just farming, you know. Farming is a big part of it, but there's other things you can do. RV Weekend said, yeah, we had a fantastic storm yesterday, lots of lightning and thunder. Something happened, and now we have a boil water advisory. Oh, sometimes that, you must have like a city water or something, and they do that. They had, we have well water, and if anyone knows anything about well water in Florida, well water isn't very good, you know. It's got a lot of iron and stuff in it, but we don't really drink much of the water. We drink bottled water, always have. We use it to wash dishes with, and I'll make my coffee with it and that. So I don't get too worried about the water and stuff and boiling it, you know. Yeah, podcast. Yeah, no rain here, but threatens of flash floods and thunderstorms in England. Yeah, the floods are the worst, and thunderstorms can be. I mean, lightning hits, it hits hard, you know, and but yeah, thunderstorms can be really, really going. So, we can say, yeah, the simulator was pretty neat there. Oh, I appreciate you watching it. It's I had a lot of fun, you know. I mean, I go around. There's a couple. They're actually on Facebook, and I watch a lot of people will live stream. I'll do that on Facebook here. I think they're fun to watch. I don't know. I get a few people viewing them, but not as many as I thought maybe would. Because I think it's really cool, but maybe people don't think things are as cool that I think is cool. There's Howard Keppel. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Howard. How are you doing this morning?
Morning, Howard.
Good to see Howard on. And how's things in your part of the world? Hope they're doing very well.
I can't remember where Howard lives. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you live at, Howard. Brad says I have well water too. Yeah, I mean, it's well water's not great in Florida. Actually, over here in De Leon Springs, the springs last week turned all. I mean, this water is crystal clear all the time. Comes up out of an underground water stream, and it's just crystal clear. But it turned muddy, like you couldn't even, just totally muddy.
And there was flooding.
And flooding. There was no flooding there, but it just turned muddy. And but what happened? There was a sinkhole in the neighborhood, and the sinkhole disturbed the water flow underground and caused the water to get all murky and muddy. And so Howard's in Michigan, cool. And anyways, they and it did finally clear up, but there was actually 2 sinkholes there. We get those sinkholes; they've been known to swallow up houses and areas, and even at times they've swallowed up people, which that's not good, you know. So Sue says, "Are you in a low-lying area, Pussycats?" And good morning, Howard. Red says, "Bob, are you on septic?" Yeah, unfortunately, we are on septic. I mean, it's a good thing to have no bill, but it requires maintenance, and you got to be careful your usage. If you put too much down it too quick, it'll come back at you, you know, because it's an older system, and the tree out front, it used to have a tree, and there's a lot of roots in it. That roots slow down the system, doesn't allow it to drain as quick. Now that tree's been cut down, but imagine the roots are still there, so it'll work fine long as you keep the system minimal. If you put too much down it too quick, it'll let you know and come back. You know, you don't want that. You know, not nice. So, yeah, Howard said in Michigan. That's cool. Michigan's a nice.
Lots of friends in Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, we came from Ohio, which I hate Ohio, but I like Michigan. Michigan's a pretty state. It's too cold up there, but it's a beautiful state. You know, in the summer months, like you got about 3 months a year. That's really nice. So, but yeah, I like Michigan, especially on the west side there with like the sand dunes. That's a gorgeous area over there. Yeah, Pushkat said threats of flooding in our town is low. We live in an area with gentle hills and well-drained soil, and the rivers do break their banks from time to time. Well, now our little burg is called the Land Highlands, which is 93 feet above sea level, one of the highest spots in the county. So I've never had any flooding issues at all, even during storms and hurricanes and stuff. Never had it because we were high enough. In Florida, if you buy property, the first thing you want to make sure is your level, how high you are, because if you're too low, Florida's known areas to be flooding because there's a lot of swamp areas and stuff. So if you used to buy a house in this area here, you would want to make sure you know how high you are, you know. Rap said, "Yep, and has to be pumped." Yeah, about every 3 years, got to call the pooper man. He'll come out and pump her down, you know. And of course they always say, "Oh, you need a new drain filter." Yep, costs money. We're not getting one, so pump it, you know. Yeah, Rat said, "I'm on septic too." There's Frank Cancel. Good morning, all. Good morning, Frank. He's in Michigan too. Another Michiganite. Is that what you call yourself? A Michigan now? Michiganite? Rat says, "I use Red X." I use Red X. So I've never used it, but I put yeast down it. I think kind of the same thing. Now, what'd you say, Sue?
I call them Michiganders.
Michiganders, yeah.
I don't know if that's right or
I don't know. It's Michigan. Yeah. I don't have a nickname for Michigan. Most states I put a nickname with them, like Missouri, I call it Misery, you know, and New Hampshire, I call it New Hampshire, and Vermont. I love to put names on states, so.
Minnesota.
Morning, friend. Minnesota, yeah, Minnesota. So, I just have fun doing that, you know, naming different states. It's just kind of fun. So said, "Hi, Frank Cancel. Is another one of our friends from Michigan." Oh wow, Pushcats, had not heard that. I hope everyone is okay. So, you get all kinds of weather events and stuff all around the world. This year's been the weirdest year that I can remember in my 68 years of this earth, you know. Even, I've kind of talked about this before, the orange trees bloomed like in February. Well, they bloomed again in what, April? May? And I was looking at the oranges. I've got 2 sizes of oranges on the tree this year. One's a bigger one, one's a smaller one. And why they bloomed twice, that was a weird event. But like everything else in 2020, everything's weird. You see the dogs out there. Maggie's looking out the window, looking at something to bark with. So she'll probably take off on a barking range. And Lacey is sitting here right beside us on there. So they're making the dog cam handy this morning. Wondering Wiley, morning all. Morning, Wondering Wiley. How's everything with you up that way?
Speaking of Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah, think of a Minnesota. There's Wondering Wiley, Minnesota. So that's my nickname for Minnesota, Minnesota. You know. Rat says, "Poshcat Campings, where are you located?" wasn't it Yorkshire? Was that what it was? Yorkshire?
No,
No?
I don't think.
No, no. I'm not familiar with where everything is in
It's
England,
Switch,
but
I'm not quite sure.
but I know a few areas. You know,
I don't think they're too far from where
Ruth and Ian, our
Ruth and
friends.
Ian live.
Yeah,
Manchester.
Manchester area. Yeah. Oh, Crewe. They're up in Crewe, England. Is where our friends. They usually come over here at least once or twice a year, and they've been curtailed on that for now. But yeah, they come out. Frank says, "Where? Yeah, where?" Wondering why? He says it's going good. That's great. I'm glad it's going good. This morning was going good until I turned this on. My microphone was giving me problem. But I fixed it. You know. Yeah. Hi. Wondering why? We just mentioned Minnesota. And correct, Minnesota. Oh, that we had it right. It's cold there in the wintertime. Frank says the mitten state. So you wear mittens, especially in the winter? You know? The mitten state. Question, yeah, we are located in East England, about an hour north of London, on the coast, facing Holland and Belgium. How cool.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they
how
are
cool.
closer to York, I think.
Patty says, I saw that train crash near Stonehaven. Oh, was there a train crash over there? Wow. They could be nasty, a train. I used to live, I mean, right beside a railroad tracks. And when I say right beside, I mean like right beside the railroad tracks. I love to watch the trains. People would say, doesn't those trains bother you? And I go, not really. I really enjoyed the trains. I could hear them coming way, little town, Worcester, Ohio, and
The
I
truck
could
is
hear them
probably close by this wall right here, close to you.
by the wall.
This wall from you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a little further than that, but not much, you know. It was very, very close. But I could hear them lay in bed at night, and I could count the crossings. You could hear the horn blow, and I knew where they were coming across. I knew what crossing. There was actually a swamp area between that. They had to go down across the swamps, and then I could hear them there. They come to our crossing, and they're going by. So it was fun. Every so often, you would see the circus train go by, the Barnum and Bailey Circus. There was, a blue unit and a red unit. And they would go by, and they'd stand out there, and they'd wave at you, and that was pretty cool. And then there was often they'd have the old steamer trains as an excursion would go by. Loved watching those things. So I really did enjoy living beside the railroad tracks. That says, oh, cool, have you ever been to the Island of Man? So, no, Island of Man. Patsy, I don't think of England as having mudslides. No, I don't per se think of England with mudslides.
They're hilly, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They're hilly.
It's really, yeah, it is. It is. I've never been over there. Sue has. I've been on it, simulators and pictures and videos. I've seen that. What's it just like being there?
Traveled around with posh cats.
Yeah, I've traveled all over with the Posh Cats.
Yep.
They have taken me all over. I mean, I think it's great. I don't per se like to travel. In fact, I don't like to travel, you know. But I can see things, put up a video. The guys take me all over the world. I've seen every places. There's a lot of places I don't want to go. But it was nice seeing it, you know. And glad I didn't have to go because I wouldn't have liked it. But I got to see them that way virtual, you know. It's like these virtual games I do. It's like I can go everywhere and without the bother, the hassle. And I can just roads, and they're so narrow over there, and they have these little pull-outs. And so, yeah, they pull out, and you have to get, you know, because the road's so narrow, get over. So that's an old country. It was back when they made big super highways, you know. Yeah, Frank says, okay, laugh out loud, Bob. You look at our state, what shape it is in. You mean shape is
Thumb.
the thumb? Oh, the thumb of it.
The
Yes,
mitten.
it's a mitten. Oh, yeah, there you go. See, yeah, it's got get mine right. It's
Put
like a
your hand
mitten.
up and say, I live. You point to your hand, the palm of your hand, and say where you live.
Oh, I don't. I live there. Yeah. We're shaped. We're kind of like a little. Yeah, RB Wing said, yeah, I would love to visit England. Yeah. Yeah, Sue's been over there.
Yep, a couple times.
Yeah. He says, me too. Would love to go back and get some fish and chips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can get them right here. You know, it's like, hit the thumbs up, turn it blue. Yeah, we like blue thumbs. Get a blue thumb.
Oh, that's why I was going to comment. Poshcast, we watched. They got their pork pie yesterday.
Yeah, Sue
Tell
loves
us about
that.
a pork
A
pie. It
pork
looks good.
pie. And they
I've
have
never
those
had one of those.
pasties over there, and Sue loves those pasties. I'm not really that fond of them myself. They're
Love pasties.
yeah, I don't like the crust so much on it, and I wouldn't make them the traditional way. I would make it my way because that's the way I cook. Like somebody was asking me in one of my cooking videos the recipe, and I go, I don't use a recipe. You know, I don't even have one. Looks like my picture got a little bit blurry. It might be getting blurry. I don't know. But anyways, I don't use a recipe. When I go out to cook, I just look in the cupboard, grab some stuff, start cooking. You know, but I don't use recipes. If you bake, you almost need a recipe, but I just don't use recipes. I cook off the top of my head. Yeah, Louisiana is a boot. Yeah. What is Italy? Isn't it some kind of a
boot,
it's
yeah.
a boot too. Yeah. Harvey Weekend says, yeah, I don't use recipes either. Yeah, I just never, you know, I just cook. I think most real cooks don't really use much of a recipe or measure a whole lot. They just kind of, okay, put that in, put that in, put that in, you know. Oh, that's the way I did it. Sue said, Poshcot's Camping never had a pork pie. Saw the one you guys had in your video, and it looked good. I was tickled to see a sausage roll in your other video. Yeah.
You see what I pay attention to?
The food. Yeah. Well, see, that's Sue's thing. Those are okay. I'm not my favorite food.
I grew up with sausage
You know?
rolls and pasties.
I mean, Sue, when she first got with me here, I mean, we've known each other all our lives, but when she came down here, she was all excited about this pasty, and it's like, and I had tried one and said, okay. You know, I wasn't all that excited about it. Are we blurry to anyone else? It looks like my screen's blurry, but I'm looking at my thing. So, Sue, are we blurry?
I think you look pretty good.
All right, so it must be my screen up here
Let me
because it
refresh myself.
looks all blurry, you know.
That helps sometimes. I see Lacey's head.
Weekend RV said a little of this and a little bit of that. Yeah. And Sue said, yeah, I grew up with pasties, however you want to say them. My grandfather was from Cornwall. Yeah, always made it there. Max Air. Good morning, Bob. Said, good morning, Max Air. How's things going? Good morning, all. Good to see Max Air on. Hope you're doing very well. And forever best friend, Charlie Grace. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Charlie. Bites, Boats, and Bivouacs. Scott. Hi, folks. Where's Patty? And forever been. Love the dog cam. Isn't that cool? They be able to see the doggies hanging out. One's looking out the window. She's just kind of, actually, she just kind of zoned out hanging out there. And Lacey's laying here on the love seat. So, yeah, the dog cam's kind of fun. You know, that's, sometimes they're quiet. They're quiet now. Sometimes they're not. Max here says, you look good here. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm glad it's not. Now I look at my replay. It looks okay. It was probably my end. See, I have a screen up at the top here that I can actually watch the replay as it's going along. I got a screen over here that's my OBS that I can see things going on. And over here is the YouTube studio. And here in the center is all the comments, you know. Who says, hello, Charlie? Charlie Grace, forever best friend. You look good here. Good morning, Max. Good morning, Scott. Scott says, hi, Ron.
Winter garden. Did you tell them that?
Yeah, I think Patty's in Winter Garden this morning. Thanks, Bob. All good here. Busy. That's good to be busy. We've been busy. Yeah, I was saying, we've been playing, me and my brother's been playing Farm Simulator where we can play together on that. We both see it and we both are on. That's kind of fun. We've been doing that. We've been playing like all day. We've been having a blast. Patty says, bikes, boats, and bivouacs. I'm in Winter Garden today. And Max here says, at Rat, hi, sir. How are you? Scott said, laugh out loud. Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't know how many aviation videos I'll post. I loved that, Scott. That was cool to watch you go fly. I mean, something I wanted to do is get pilot license, but just really never had the funds to do that. But I would have loved done it, and I've flown a few times, got to get up and fly an airplane around. But I think that was awesome. I have this flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've done some of that, you know. Poshcat says, Sue, we love to try old traditional farm products. In Northwest, they make black pudding with pig's blood, which is nice and with fried bacon. I'd have to try that. You know, it doesn't sound great, pig's blood, but I bet it is because it probably got a lot of good flavor to it. Charlie Grace says, howdy, Sue. Bikes, boats, and bivouacs and RV weekends. I says, hello forever. Yeah, we are heading out today to take 2 back to college. Wish us luck. Yeah, gonna need that. That's kind of dangerous. Going back to school is a very dangerous thing that's going on right now.
Good luck there.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's like, be careful. I don't think it's a good thing. Not time to go back to school. You can do everything virtually. Virtually works. Working while watching implants. So good. You know, I do that a lot of times. I just got something going and watch. Timmy Ray the King. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Timmy Ray. Hope things are well with you. Max Hare says, good luck forever. Scott says, Bob, the video I did with the Sony on the dash looks much better. Yeah, I still like the other one, you know. But yeah, with changing the camera, we'll probably get a lot better. Did I miss it, or has that been out yet, Scott? I sometimes see, you know, I click on them and watch them later, and once in a while I'll miss one. So, is that video out yet, Scott, or did I miss it? You know, because sometimes I do that. You know, I click watch later, and then I sit down and watch them on the big screen. You know, so I don't know. Let me know. Is that out yet? If not, I got to go back out and put that in my list. Potchcats Camping did a taste of black pudding when I was in England, and it came with traditional English breakfast. It also came with pork and beans. That surprised me the first time. Yeah, they have a different sort of breakfast over there. RV Weekend says that does not sound good, but I would try almost anything. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's blood. That doesn't sound appetizing, but I bet it's good. Hello, Timmy Ray the King. Timmy Ray the King, hey. Thanks, Amy. And Timmy gave I don't know what. My eyes aren't good. I see that emoji, but. Beans and toast, yeah. The rat said beans and toast. I mean, it'd be good. I always said eggs, bacon, and beer. That's a good breakfast. Eggs, bacon, and beer. How's everyone doing this morning, Timmy? So we're doing good. So far, so good, you know. I think it looks like it's going to be a good day. Scott said, Rat Fink, have you had the Nova or Bug out for a spin? It's got a beautiful Nova. And a Bug. First flight video is scheduled, October 9th. Okay. All right, so I haven't seen it yet. I thought I was kind of looking for that video because I wanted to see your other camera setup, so can't wait to see that one. Rat Finks, I can't even get them out of my backyard, so it's flooded from the rain. Oh, so you got some wet spots up there. RV Weekend says, yeah, eggs, bacon, and a Bloody Mary. Now, that sounds good. It's kind of like my, this is just spicy V8, but I love Bloody Marys. They're good. I haven't had one for quite a while. Sue said, that sounds good, Sherry. RV Weekends. Like Boats says, Ron, that sounds like up here we are 10 inches of rain we had. So that's a lot of rain, especially up in Pennsylvania, because your ground has a lot of clay in it. Now here, I've seen like a week or two ago, it just poured. We had like 3 inches of rain in just like an hour. And the backyard had water laying all over it. And when it quit within a half hour, it was all gone. The sand just disappears.
You guys get to see Maggie jump up on the
Yeah,
couch.
Maggie's up there and
She
Lacey's
jumped up
down.
And she's like half hanging on.
Yeah, I don't know. She's enjoying looking out the window today. She's hanging over the back of the sofa there and just looking out the window. I don't know if I can bring that around and Now all you see is her butt anyways, so. So yeah, she's hanging out the window today. I'm just waiting for the bark fest because she gets obsessive barking when she gets gone, you know. Said RV Weekends, that sounds good. RV Weekends, said Max Air. Zing zang, there you go, right? Zing zang. It says, yeah, we need rain. It's so hot and dry, so it does that. You know, the weather, you get dry spells and wet spells, and it all works out, you know. Oh, yes, Scott says, whatever happened to Ted Warg? You know, I see him on Facebook. He does a lot of sports. I'm not a sports fan.
Every now and then.
Every once in a blue moon, he'll say something. But yeah, once a great while. He's very much into sports. I'm very much not into sports. And so I don't have much dialogue when it comes to sports. It's like, no. In fact, I despise sports, you know. And so I'm not, you know, nerds don't like sports. I'm a nerd, you know. And so, yeah, I don't know, he just kind of fell away. But once in a while, he'll pop and say something, you know. Tammy's been missing in action. I keep telling Sue to email her, but she hasn't. So, but yeah, Tammy's been missing in action for quite a while. Or we can say, yeah, sand drains, then big holes appear. Yeah, get the sinkholes, you know. Frank says, Rat, my wife used that Ridex one time and never again. We had to call a septic guy. We was thinking it was full and it was coming out of the ground, by the ground. It might got it stirred up where it was like beer or something. It was percolating. It's like a bacterial thing. I suppose it could work the other way for you. The tank, when he opened it, he said wasn't full, then asked us what we did, and wife told him that he put Ridex in a toilet. He told us to concourse it and boiling over and over, putting everything up to no. Oh, see, it gets it active, and then it boiled up to the top is what was happening. Yeah, I could see how that would happen. Rat said, yeah, no idea. Scott has he gone like a fart in the wind? Yeah, people do that. They come. I've got so many people that have been on here over the years that they're here or they're gone, and I don't know. I think we've been 3.5 years doing this live stream at this time for quite a while.
Sometimes they pop in.
Yeah, once in a while, someone, all right, where you been, man? I haven't seen you for a long time, you know. Yeah, I got a Nova sideways at the track on my last video. The driver loved it. I'll do it. I love to watch cars and fast things, and that's what I did. Scott said, laugh out loud. That was my sport, was racing, and I don't even like NASCAR anymore. NASCAR is so screwed up. It's like I don't even watch it, you know. But that was my only sport, was racing. I'm doing great, drinking some coffee and eating some leftover from last night. Some KFC sounds good. I got 7 dark meat chicken legs. I like our Publix chicken better than KFC. Or what's the other one? I can't think of it. Anyways, the other brand, I like it better. We use Zinzang. Yeah, Zinzang makes good Bloody Marys.
Oh.
Makes very good Bloody Marys, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, Zinzang makes good Bloody Marys, yeah. Rat says, good stuff. Frank Cancel, good morning to Max Air. RV Weekends, it's a good work day for me right now. So coffee, so I have one big cup when I first get up between 4:30. Most time it's 4. That says to me, morning Max Air, so Frank. Kev, sounds good, Timmy. Yeah, what's the other one? I can't think of it. Sue is not helping me, so.
Can't think of, I'll
Yeah.
think of it as V8.
Of chicken? V8
Oh,
chicken. I've
chicken.
never heard of
Oh.
V8 chicken, you know?
Oh no, I'm still on V8.
Yeah.
Publix?
Publix is good, but the other one, I can't think of it, you know?
Popeyes?
Popeyes, that's it. That's what I was looking for, you know? See, when you're old, your mind don't work. Mine doesn't work anymore. It's getting worse as I go along, you know? My short memory, you tell me a number right now, and I guarantee you 5 seconds I won't remember it. I just don't remember that quick. Now, I can tell you what I did when I was 10 years old. Sherry, I have a cup of English breakfast tea right now, and have had a half a cup of coffee earlier. Yeah, every weekend, yeah, Publix fried chicken is good. It is. It's very good. I like theirs better than KFC, really. I think they make a better chicken. Yes, Sherry, we love Publix chicken, too. Max here says, Publix chicken. I like Kentucky fried chicken, yeah. That's one of the most popular ones. To be honest, that's probably my least favorite. It's not bad, but of all of them, that would be the last ones I pick in chicken. You know, Popeyes, Publix, those are my favorite ones to go to. Scott says, Bob, did you ever do a voice on your decision on making on the road track? I haven't yet, and I should do that because I've been struggling to do a lot of videos. There's nothing to go out and do. You know, it's like, and I think people are getting tired of watching my virtual reality things. I think they're fun, but I don't know what people do. But yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to put that one up on it. So I'll have to do that. Frank says, Bob, it plugged up the field. Oh my gosh, that is not good. You don't want your drain field to get plugged up. Rat says, yeah, I love Public subs. Yeah, Public makes a good sub. I really like their subs. Charlie says, does chocolate cake work for breakfast since they are? I think so. I think anything sweet is breakfast food, you know? And like, you've watched my cooking. I don't put no sweet in meat. Sweet meat, no. No. You know, like maple sausage, no. Maple bacon, nope. But sweet is breakfast food and dessert, you know? Yeah, I think it counts, Charlie. I think cake is breakfast food. Yeah, Timmy says, you said you don't like NASCAR anymore. What about dirt track? Oh, yeah, I love dirt track racing, you know. I'm a dirt track driver. Oh, yeah, I love dirt track's the best. Even local asphalt's good, like New Smyrna Speedway. But I grew up on dirt track. Said I raced dirt track when I was younger. I worked at a track for 15 years. I was flagman. I did everything at that track. But yeah, dirt track, World of Outlaws sprint cars, All Star Circuit Champion sprint cars. Some of the light models, I'm not as much into them as I am like sprint cars. That's my favorite. I grew up around sprint cars and people like Jack Hodenshield, Brad Doty, Kenny Jacobs. You know, I actually watched Jeff Gordon. He raced at our local track when he was a little kid, and he ran a dirt sprint car. You know, but yeah, that's my favorite racing. Always has been, even over NASCAR. Even when I liked it, but you know how NASCAR's changed things around. It's a bunch of crap anymore. You can't even watch it on TV. Halftime, they only put it on special channels. You know. So yeah, they really screwed up NASCAR. Kentucky's good. Kennedy's is better. I never had Kennedy's. I think you are only around here. So yeah, some places we had Barberton chicken up in Ohio was pretty good. You know, there's some specialty ones. Scott says, yeah, back in the day, as soon as we got Kissimmee, we would go to Publix and get Indian River orange juice. Yeah, they got good orange juice, the Indian River. Oh, I love Zappa's chips. I never had Zapp's chips.
Yeah, local?
Yeah, Zapp's chips. Never had those. For our best friends, did you ever hear of Comedy Record by Bill Crosby where he knows about chocolate cake for breakfast? He used to do some funny stuff.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Crazy how he turned out. In prison now. That's nuts.
But that's where he talked about a conniption. Have you ever seen a conniption? His wife's head split open and a conniption
came out. Yeah, he was funny. Yeah, another video idea would be a video showing campgrounds in the country, number of sites, what's hookups and prices and etc. Yeah, I mean, you could do that actually to research it out, you know. A lot of people have done that at different ones. I was talking to Sue and said, there's so many videos out there nowadays, but you know, subject matter is hard because there's only so much anybody can talk about, and we watch a lot of videos, but it just seems like you see the same format and people traveling all over the country. Yep, seen this place. Yep, seen this place. Yep, seen this place. You know,
they haven't done a lot of county campgrounds.
Like county campgrounds. Yeah. Now we have a great county one down here at Bavard. What was that called? Long Point?
Long Point.
That was a beautiful. We camped down there. That was a gorgeous campground. Very inexpensive.
Makes Sense had one over near Ocala too.
Oh yeah.
County campground.
Yeah, they did one over there.
But that's a good idea.
Patty says, "How was your biscuit donuts? They were really good. I would have liked to put some frosting on them too, instead of just sugar. But I didn't take time to make up frosting and make all the goodies on it. But yeah, they were really good. I like to make some cream sticks. I love cream sticks, especially with cream. None of that custard crap, you know. But cream. That's why it's called a cream stick, you know. Yeah, remember here to that thumbs up for Bob and Sue. Appreciate Max Air. Appreciate that helps. I says, Patty, I always order chicken, fried chicken, corn mash, fried apples. I want something different, but I always order that at Cracker Barrel. Yeah, you tend to do that. I order that a lot, the same stuff. Timmy says, yeah, Sprint car, you got pull it off. Sprint car, you got to pull it off. What do you mean? I don't understand it. Sprint car, you got pull it off.
You got to pull it off.
Pull it off.
A lot of times you got to pull the car off.
It doesn't have a starter. Yeah. Explain that to me, Timmy. I'm not quite getting it. You know. Poshcast, there was a friendly when you talked about Sue mentioning the chocolate meatballs when she saw Bob on a video. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I'll try chocolate and meatball. It was okay. I don't think it's something I want all the time, but it was interesting, you know. Yeah, Rat says Public has them. They are Louisiana chips. Oh, I'll have to try some of those. Yes, Patty, the donuts were good. They were good. Frank says, my bad, hit that thumbs up. Patty says, eating and camping at Cracker Barrel. No cooking, no dishes. Laugh out loud. That does. You got a good place to eat and no dishes. And you know, I don't really mind doing dishes. I can do dishes so fast. I got a dishwasher, but I don't use that thing. Take longer to do it. I can go in there and do dishes in minutes. Like, wash them, wipe them, put them away. They're done. You know. Yeah. Timmy says, yeah. Sprint car. You got to them off. Sprint car. You got to them off.
You probably have to pull them off, tow them off.
Yeah. That's sure. I mean, I know a lot about sprint car. I grew up around sprint cars. You know. Long Point is beautiful. Yeah, it is. RV Weekends. That's a great spot. One of my favorite spots ever that we camped. I actually liked it better than Gamble Rogers, to be honest. Gamble Rogers is nice, but Long Point was better. You know, it's in the intercoastal, but it was better. Charlie says, yeah, I like the top 3 or the top 10 videos. I love to see top campgrounds with good Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's important. You know, you need Wi-Fi. I don't know about the rest of you, but when I go camping, I like to go out a little bit, but there's time. I want my Wi-Fi, you know. Yeah, cool. You know about Long Point RV Weekends. We looked at the info and picked one of the 2 spots right on the point. I think it was site 77. It was great. Beautiful site, right on the water. It was great. We had the road trek backed in there. I mean, it was like just a foot or 2 off the water.
I think if I fell out of bed with the door,
you would have landed in the water.
water.
Yeah, if you'd opened the back door, you would have rolled right into the water. That's how close. It was great. Scott says, okay, folks, time to take Harley to the park. Take care. All right, Scott, appreciate it. Give Harley a big old scratch for us. Love your doggy. Oh, be careful out there. Traveling Salvation says, hey, good to see Traveling Salvation. How you guys this morning? Glad to see you stopping by. Tim says, yeah, sprint car, you got to pull off to get started. Yes. Yeah, they bump start them. You have to use a hoopy or a push truck or something to push start them because they have no starters on them, you know, and they're in gear. It's in and out box that you don't have no shifting or nothing. You put that baby in gear, you bump start it, and away you go. 800 pounds of a horsepower going, 800 horsepower. Those things will fly, but they're fun. Yeah, I watched those ever since I was a little, 10 years old. We used to go to the sprint car races. Bye, Scott. Bites both some bivouac. Give Harley Caroline a nice scratch from us. Yeah, Harley's a cool doggy. Traveling Salvation says, hey, Sue. With the emojis, the waves and smiles. Max says, Bob, you are more than welcome to live here if you do the dishes. Yeah. Let's see. Aren't you in New York? Is that where you at, Max, there?
I think New Hampshire.
That's too damn cold. I'm not going to live there, Max. It's too damn cold. You got to remember, anything below 70 is cold, you know. I don't complain about it. I love the heat. That don't bug me, but cold, nope. Yeah, we love Publix when we come down there. We do. We don't have any up here. Yeah, Publix is a southern store, and Publix is a good store. Expensive, you know, they're not cheap, but service is great. I mean, Publix is a great store. Yeah, well, I don't know who owns it. I don't know if it's family owned, but I don't know who owns it. It's a big chain. It's not a small chain. It's a big chain.
Yes, it is a big chain.
Yeah, it's a big chain. in the South. But it's a good store, you know. I just wish they were just a little cheaper on prices. But beyond that, it's a great store. Rapping says, bye, Scott. We'll see Scott later. We went last year, and then this year, it was our ones that we ended up to cancel all due to the virus. Yeah. It's still not safe. You know, it's not going to be for a long time. Jeff B, good morning, Lucky Dogs. Hey, Jeff. Jeff is one of our long timers. I mean, he's like subscriber 500 and something to us. I mean, that's awesome. He's been around a long time, so good to see Jeff B on. Frank says, bye, Scott. It says, hi, Jeff B. Good to see you, Jeff. That says, yeah, that's the way the Harley board track races, they would push you off to go. Yeah, they don't, you know, there's no clutch, there's no, got the doggy right here, too. The doggies are showing up in the cam a lot this morning. But
Yeah, she's sitting on
yeah, there's no starter in them, and they're just hooked direct, and you just push them off to go. And a lot of guys got into that. Well, they used to call them hoopies, and they would use them to push start the sprint cars. And guys would make some of these really, really fancy ones. The one guy that followed the World of Outlaws circuit had what he called the Working Woody. And it was a real unique push start. It had everything in it to assist cars out on the track. And pretty neat little setup, you know. But yeah, Working Woody. I used to go out there on it. So yeah, I grew up around that stuff. That was my... some people, like, if you remember NASCAR days, Tim Richmond, very good NASCAR driver, kind of commercial and other things he did, but he ended up dying. But he grew up the track that I worked at. That was where he started racing on it. And like I said, of course, Jeff Gordon was there, and because a lot of sprint car guys was on it, World of Outlaw people. Jeff says, hi, Sue. Thanks. I hope you are all well. Timmy says, my dad, Charles, races too. Cool. He runs hobby class. I used to have just a street stock, you know, junk car. I raced for a couple of years. It was fun. I enjoyed racing, you know. It was expensive. So I started working at the track, and I was pit steward for many years, and I announced for a year or two, and I was a flagman for a while. And so I did everything, you know. Max Air Weekend said we have the same way here, but they just opened the track. And PPLR still is the same. You have to go up to the tower to fly. Stay away, PPL. Laugh out loud. Pushcat said, yeah, we're heading off to Dorset for 5 nights tomorrow, camping in the morning. Oh, good. Have fun, guys. Sounds like a nice trip. Jeff says, hey, Rat. Max, here's the morning, Jeff B. Henry the Talking Dog. Good morning, Henry the Talking Dog. I like talking dogs. You can see we got, yeah, it's a collie. There's our doggies in the background. We got Maggie and Lacey. They're hanging out here on the love seat in the doggy cam, just enjoying their morning. So at least they've been in camera today. You know, they've been hanging here a lot.
They're not wrestling.
They're not wrestling. They have their different days. They do different things. Frank says, Wheel of Time is a good show to watch. Wheel of Time, I have to check that out. Wheel of Time. Need good shows. There's not very many good shows out there. As television goes, there's nothing on. A bunch of crap, you know. Podcast says, thank you, Sue. Just says, hi, Max Air. Henry the Talking Dog is a beautiful collie, right?
I think that's
Collies
Bryce,
are beautiful.
if I'm not mistaken.
Is that Bryce? An extra name. Max Air says, rat, me too, sucks.
There's a cute girl.
Yeah, Henry the Talking Dog. Yes, it is. So, we thought so. Yeah, there's Maggie.
Here's not a collie, but she sure looks like one.
Yeah, she's a Sheltie. And a mini Aussie is this one. Are you going to look at us? Huh? You going to look at us? Oh, Maggie, you want to come over and say hi to me? Don't pretend attention to the camera. Come here. Come here and say hi. Come on. Here. Hey, baby. How's Maggie this morning? This is our Maggie. You know, she seems shy at times, but she's really the instigator of a lot of problems, aren't you? Yeah, you kind of nip it, Lacey, now and then, so not have to get after you. But you're a sweetheart, aren't you? One of the lucky dogs.
That's good, Timmy.
Yeah, you know, Tony Stewart posted to bring his sprint car and race this week. Oh, cool. Tony's a great guy, you know. He took over the All-Star Circuit of Champions. He got that. Actually, originally when I followed the All Stars around, the guy who ran it lived down here in Ponce Inlet, Florida, was his home base. You know. Yeah, I've seen Tony over here at our local dirt track when during speed weeks. Tony will bring sprint cars over here. Volusia Speedway has that big winter time series that goes on. Brad says, yeah, as soon as I grab something, holy crap, ouch. Brad says, yeah, actually it hurts just moving my arm. I know, I have days that way. I've been having Charlie horses. Not a Charlie Grace horse, but a Charlie horse. Those things are crazy. You know, your foot or something will just cramp all up, and it's like, oh my gosh, you feel like you're being attacked, a muscle attack, you know? And then it hurts later on, so that's cool, Timmy. Yeah, how did you get the dog cam set up? Is it one of your Waze cam? Yes, it is. I took one of my Waze cams, and there's a firmware update that you do. You add that onto a little SD card and boot it up with that firmware. And then what you do is you get a USB cord with a USB on each end, the double cord. One end plugs into the back of the Waze cam, the other will plug into your computer. Now it becomes a camera. You can use it for a webcam. And it actually works out really good. And you see the picture quality, it's really good. It has a microphone in it. I don't use the mic because it's not so good. Rat says, you need to drink more water, Bob. Just tennis elbow. You know, I've been drinking more water recently, and I've been having those, you know, I just, every so often they flare up, you know. All right, guys, not time to bark now. Jess says, oh, Rat, I didn't know you played. I didn't, oh, tennis. You didn't know you played tennis? Yeah, it's from grabbing boxes and shipping. Yeah, you know, your work will make you have injuries because it's just repetitive stuff, you know. I think my eyesight got bad from sewing, you know, close-up sewing. I sewed all my life, you know, and when I did my upholstery shop. Today said, yeah, my dad's been racing since 1989. He started in old super stock class. How cool. 1989. I had my car back in 1970. I'm going to say about 73 is when I had my sprint car. I started going to the local dirt tracks back in 1963 when our local, it was Lakeville Speedway was the name of it. It's no longer there. Some Amishmen bought it and tore it up. But it opened in 1963, and that's when I first went to racing. And at that time, I was 10 years old. Did it a long time, you know. Max here, yeah, I woke up a couple of weeks ago with a Charlie horse. So especially when you wake up, you get them. And what's weird is, like, if you go to stretch out, that's when it seems like they hit you when you stretch out. And I tell myself, I go, no, don't stretch. You know, that damn Charlie horse is going to kick in. Man, that thing will cramp you up. It's like, man, they're bad. I don't know what they are and why we have to have them. Frank says, Rat, Frank will like this. Dell's Wheels Through Time Museum and Wheels Through Time History Museum. Oh, sounds pretty cool, Frank. Check that out. So said Max Air 420. Ouch. Just be glad you didn't wake up with a horse head in your bed. A movie reference. I don't know what that means.
He said he woke up with a Charlie horse.
With a Charlie horse.
I should just be glad you didn't wake up with a horse head.
A horse head. I wouldn't want a horse head in my bed.
What movie is that from?
Oh, I have no clue.
Jeff B will get it.
I have no clue. Yeah. Ratfink says, Timmy, you must be a young lad. Wonder what it'd be like to be young again. Max Sayre said, yeah, it sure does, Rat. I think mine is from doing firewood. Yeah, a lot of repetitive injuries that, I mean, I've got stuff all the way back when I was a kid doing farming that I'm sure still bugs me. Max said, yeah, I bet it is, Max. Just says, eat more bananas. I don't like bananas. No,
yeah,
I don't care. I still don't like them.
But you can eat potassium.
Yeah, take potassium. I don't mind banana flavored bananas. The consistency, they're gross. It's like a marshmallow. It's not the taste. It's that rubbery. I don't like marshmallows either. So Sorry, just who I am. Max Air says, "Lucky dog moderator, very true."
You got it.
Jeff B, will you get that movie reference? It's a trivia buff. Like, yeah, I see. I don't know movies. I don't like movies, to be honest. You know. Sue, I missed that one. Yeah, I don't have no clue what you're talking about.
It was from The Godfather.
Oh, I didn't watch it. I didn't like those movies. So
It was a warning.
yeah, yeah, those are some movies I just didn't like. Yeah, a lot of TV shows I don't like. A lot of movies I don't like. If it's got violence, I don't like it. Shooting, don't like it. I just don't like that crap.
Oh, I love avocados. Watching it.
Avocados, they're okay. I can eat avocados. It was from Godfather. It's a warning when a guy woke up with a horse head in his bed. I don't know why they would do that, but I guess I'll take your word for it. Oscar say, I like bananas, but avocados, no, 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 no. I mean, avocados, it's got a bad consistency, a mushy like. You know, consistency can be a lot of food, whether you like it or not. You know, I mean, just bananas one of them. And
Well, avocados have kind of the same consistency.
yeah, they are. They're not, that's the only thing. The taste is okay, but the consistency of an avocado is kind of gross.
Mushy peas.
Can't say I've ever had a mushy pea. You know, I've had split pea, but not a mushy pea. But I don't think I would like it, a mushy pea. I like peas, especially they're firm, you know. Most vegetables, the only way I like them is raw. Like, I love cauliflower, but you cook it, you can just throw that crap in the garbage. But a raw cauliflower, I love raw cauliflower, you know. It's consistency, how something makes a big difference. I love avocados too. That says Rat smiling. Timmy said, "Do you miss getting in the car and racing?" My dad, Charles, tried to get out of racing, and 2 days passed my dad, and I had to get another race car. Well, yeah, I do. I get in this iRacing. I virtual race iRacing all the time, and I enjoy it. You know, it's fun. The iRacing, the trouble is the young kids don't know how to race. They want to just bang. They don't race sensibly. Take your time. They just want to come in and bang into you, you know. But yeah, I always loved racing. If I would have loved to have a career in racing, but had no money. It takes money to race a race car, and I had no money. I grew up poor, so never got to do that. But that would have been one thing. Racing would have been a career I would have loved to have done, and computer would have been a career I'd loved to have done. I know all about a computer. I don't like school, never will like school, have nothing to do with school, and the only way you get a job in computer, you go to school, and I'm not doing that, you know, because I know everything they know. Just in that, not everything, but I do know computers, you know. Ever eat jackfruit? Oh man, gross. No, I never had that. I've heard of it. That says I'll eat anything. Okay, off to work, Max Air, so I'll see you the next time. Have a great day. Thanks, Max Air. Appreciate you coming by. Always add to my chat. Is Sue the moderator? Yeah.
That's me.
That's Sue. Lucky dog moderator is Sue. I mean, she moderates for a lot of channels. Just say at least once. Yeah, eat it once. Mushy peas and fried yum yum. So I'd try them. I don't know if I'd like them if they're
And fries.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's fried yum yum? But he meant and fries.
I'd try it. Fries.
Mushy peas and fries.
She is Henry. Just said, yeah, she is Henry. Yes, Henry the talking dog. I am the moderator. That's what Sue said. Oh, okay, dog. Think about racing. It is money too. Yeah, very expensive. Very expensive. Benny the talking dog is the best mod ever too. Jeff B. Frank said, I went to school for this party and girls. Yeah, I hated school. God, I hated school with a passion. I hated school. It's because of sports people. That's why I hated school. They picked on you, you know. If you ever watch Young Sheldon, and this one guy came in there, originally plays dad in Young Sheldon, but in because he was picking on, he goes, we're just having fun. He goes, well, it wasn't fun for me. Yeah, it wasn't fun for me, all you sports asses. You know, all the shit you did to me. That's why one reason I hate sports, you know. Wasn't fun for me. Might have been fun for you guys. So, yeah, I hated school. Have nothing to do with school. Hate the consistency of cooked mushrooms. Blah. I like mushrooms. Love the taste though. Yeah, mushrooms are delicious, but I can see that they're a mushy thing. Puts flavor in there, but yeah, I can see mushrooms is that. Henry, sorry, said Jeff. Sue is an all-star world champion moderator. Yes, she does everywhere.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, everyone. Sue rocks. Frank says I did a few year in teach school and tech school. Yeah, I went to vocational school at the end. It was not as bad as regular school because there was no sports in vocational schools. It was all about what you were learning, not about throwing a damn ball around. And I didn't mind it nearly as bad. I think sports should be out of schools. That's why do I want to pay taxes for somebody to throw a ball? If you want to play a ball, that's fine, no problem. But you pay for your own throwing your ball around, you know. Thanks, guys. Haha. I get the moderator trophy. Very bad and dangerous school I go to. Yeah, schools are not no good. Sorry to say that, but schools are no good. Bad, dangerous spots, you know. Even without the virus, they were dangerous. Not a good, I wouldn't want to be in schools. They got a class for a beginner, and then classes is all compacts, and compacts is like a car, a 1995 Ford car, so.
Yeah, I was going to ask Henry if he's going back to actual school or online.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. It's been an hour, so yeah, possibly I hated school when I left an apprenticeship and loved learning. Yeah, the learning thing is not so bad. It's all the other crap they put on it. There's Crazy Shepherd. Hello, everyone. You made it just in time to say goodbye. So we're going to get out of here. We've been here about an hour, and I'm only good for about an hour's worth of talk. Trophies. All right, guys, I'm glad everybody come by. Appreciate it. Everybody have a great weekend coming up. Frank says, okay, have a great every day. I'm off the Harley dealer for parts or an old bike. That sounds like fun. So, all right, guys, we'll see you back again on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Appreciate everybody coming by. Everyone, just have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay home. We'll see everybody back then. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Alright, if you want to see how to get some of our other links, when you go to our main YouTube page, up here into the picture area right here, you'll see it says like Facebook. You can click on that. That'll take you right over to our Facebook group. And you're welcome. You can join the Facebook group, add your videos, add whatever you meant, do some discussion there, but you can go there. If you would like to support us on the Amazon, again, up in this picture, you'll see a link that says Amazon. Click on that link right there. Go ahead and sign in, make all your purchases, and what will happen here, you'll give us a tip. We get a small percentage back. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it does help us out, and we appreciate that. Thought I'd just show you a few little links here if you want to go to some other features we have here at Lucky Dog Productions.